Kit drops by to see Costello in the hospital and is surprised when Costello's wife reveals he'd actually been planning to retire to the Lake District in September. Kit later mentions it to Lisa and Becky, saying it's strange that Costello never brought it up. Lisa thinks so too, while Kit notices how uneasy Becky suddenly seems. Kit then tells Carla he's starting to believe Costello and Becky might be working together. Feeling defeated, Carla pours herself a drink and reminds him they don't have any solid evidence. Kit informs Becky that Carla's in the factory downing whiskey and that Lisa should probably check in on her. Becky says she'll pass the message along. As Carla helps herself to another glass, Becky slips into the office and quietly shuts the door behind her. Meanwhile, Eva insists that Will apologize to Lauren for trying to kiss her. Lauren brushes it off, saying she's not bothered anymore. But later, when Will meets Megan in the precinct and apologizes again for the incident, Lauren observes them from a distance, unsettled. Elsewhere, a distressed Debbie admits to Carl and Abi that she's messed up and accidentally booked the wedding venue for 2027 instead of 2026. Since her health may decline by then, Carl and Abi vow to help search for a new location. Debbie is over the moon when they unveil that they've secured Monkton Hall after a last-minute cancellation for 3 weeks' time. Also today, when Joanie announces she's invited a few friends over for a Christmas get-together, Sally and Tim pull out all the stops, laying on a full buffet for her. And finally, George and Christina, still in their romantic bubble, talk about the issue with Todd. Christina reminds George that it's clear he misses him and encourages him to try to mend things. Kevin blindsided by shocking news in Coronation Street, and he lashes out at Debbie. Coronation Street fans have long wondered the same thing. Why does Kevin Webster look like he's permanently chewing a lemon? The answer can be summed up neatly. Family drama. Abi Webster, sneaking around with his slimy half-brother Carl, was already a knife to the heart. Things only got worse when Kevin learned that his own sister Debbie knew about the affair and kept it under wraps, thinking she was protecting him. A betrayal like that would ruin anyone's appetite for Betty's hot pot. Kevin and Debbie have always had a turbulent bond, but they'd slowly rebuilt bridges after she revealed her devastating dementia diagnosis. However, everything is about to unravel again as Debbie makes a choice that sends her relationship with her brother plummeting. As her illness worsens, Debbie panics when she realizes she's mistakenly reserved the wedding date for 2027 instead of 2026. Thankfully, Carl and Abi swoop in to sort the mess by finding a replacement venue with barely any notice. The thoughtful gesture melts Debbie's heart so much that she decides to invite them both to the wedding. Cue the collective roar of Corrie fans across the nation insisting this is Debbie's worst decision since trusting Carl with her business accounts, and they're not wrong. Debbie's devoted fiancé Ronnie isn't thrilled either, warning her that Kevin won't stomach being in the same room as his cheating wife and treacherous brother. But Debbie refuses to back down and gently breaks the news to Kevin that Abi and Carl will be guests at the ceremony. As Ronnie predicted, Kevin explodes in anger, thrusts the wedding invitation back at Debbie and declares he's not going. If only she'd listened. Recently, viewers watched Kevin struggle miserably with Abi's betrayal, even losing his car to ex-wife Sally in a reckless poker game. Considering how poorly he's coping with the collapse of his marriage, no one can guess what this fresh blow will do to his fragile emotional state. Will Kevin swallow his pride and show up for his sister on her big day? Or is this the moment Debbie loses him forever? Coronation Street's Pauline McLynn teases Maggie's link to a major soap landmark. She joined the show in October as Maggie Driscoll and immediately revealed herself as the surprise new owner of the Rover's return. Although Pauline McLynn is a fairly new face on Coronation Street, she's already about to make her mark on the soap's legacy in upcoming episodes. The actress, best known as Father Ted's iconic Mrs. Doyle, debuted as Maggie Driscoll in October, turning heads when she announced she'd bought the legendary Rovers. She arrived in Weatherfield after following her son, Ben Driscoll, who'd returned with Eva Price after 7 years away, along with their children Susie, plus Ollie and Will Driscoll, and stunned Eva by presenting her with the pub, declaring her the new landlady. Eva, thrilled, threw herself straight into running the bar and hosted a huge launch party. But her joy was short-lived when Ben's formidable mother Maggie turned up and dropped a bombshell. The pub is actually hers, after Ben begged her for money. Now it's been confirmed that early December will feature a special flashback episode exploring Maggie's birthday, revealing deeper tensions in the Rovers, and hinting there's far more to this fiery family than fans realize. Airing Monday, December 8th, the flashback will take viewers back through Maggie's past, offering insight into how this overbearing mother-in-law became the woman she is. Eva hasn't been shy about disliking Maggie, and with the feeling clearly mutual, many are questioning whether Eva should be worried. The real mystery is, what exactly is Maggie capable of? Discussing Maggie's birthday storyline, Pauline revealed that the show is using the moment to celebrate a huge milestone of its own, the soap's 65th anniversary on December 9th. It's a massive birthday for her. She turned 65, which is a little wink to the show being 65 too, Pauline explained. The whole celebration works as a kind of happy birthday to Corrie as well. When it comes to big moments, Maggie behaves like any self-appointed head of the clan. She puts on a brave face, performs for everyone, and gets on with it. During the birthday episode, we'll see glimpses of the real Maggie, even if she'd rather keep that side hidden. A Christmas preview has also revealed that the Rovers will become the center of chaos this festive season as rising tensions and buried truths erupt. Eva is battling guilt over a secret of her own, and when little Susie innocently wishes for a baby brother or sister, Eva spirals. Meanwhile, Maggie becomes suspicious after finding a concealed letter and spotting a tender moment between Eva and her ex, Adam Barlow. As Eva confides in Adam, Maggie begins hatching a ruthless plan to drive her out of the pub, setting the stage for a Christmas dinner to remember. With Adam and Alia, plus Daniel Osborne and Megan invited, Will is furious, especially as he's secretly involved with manipulative Megan. Viewers can expect an explosive Christmas Day showdown full of confrontations, shock truths, and actual punches thrown. And when one member of the Driscoll clan is kicked out of the Rovers, a violent attack in the ginnel leaves another guest unconscious. But who's on the ground? Who struck the blow? And which secrets are about to be blown wide open? Speaking about joining Corrie's festive chaos, Pauline said, "Growing up, watching the Coronation Street Christmas episode was a tradition. This year, I'll be watching it with family, and it'll feel surreal and wonderful because it's such a big deal on holiday TV. And let's be honest, families always misbehave over Christmas. Someone always ends up in trouble. And Maggie is especially terrible. She's unpleasant to lots of people. She spreads it out evenly. She's invited half the street, so there's no shortage of folks to insult or to witness her insulting everyone else." Coronation Street continues Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 p.m. on ITV1 and is also available on ITVX and YouTube.